Because at the end of the day, I cannot make him do what I want him to be. He has to do what he wants to be.
Yeah, but even though you know that he about to choose, or he chose the wrong one. Terima kasih kembali lagi kita di dalam podcast Bapak Kau yang dibahas oleh Bapa Hebat SJ. Terima kasih kerana terus bersama dengan Bapak Kau punya podcast. Do you listen to Bapak Kau?
Yes.
Not because we're in a podcast now lah, but do you
Yes.
Betul?
Once or twice.
Okay.
I think twice maybe.
Kalau boleh dengar lagi banyak lah.
InsyaAllah.
Support kita lah. Okay, Raihan.
Yeah.
We are back right now, and this part I would like to talk a bit more about you. Alright, I heard recently, I think just a couple of days ago, you received money. Dapat duit. Tak. Receive award. What award is that? Apa award yang dapat ni?
That was award by Mendaki. It was called the Anugerah Belia Cemerlang.
Anugerah Belia Cemerlang. Wow. So
2023.
2023. So this every year memang siapa
Mendaki.
Mendaki. So this an award for you for being the Belia Cemerlang, or what is it?
Yeah, it's like a scholarship award. So it's
scholarship
based on nominations from the school also.
Right.
Yeah. So for myself, it was my school's dean. She wrote into Mendaki for me, nominated me. She wrote a letter of recommendation, sent it over. I had to go for a couple of interviews, and then I was selected to receive that award lah.
After your dean nominate you,
Yes.
Mendaki still interview.
Yes,
That means
correct.
Mendaki tak percaya dengan dean dia ni.
No. There are other nominations for other candidates.
joking lah. Gurau. So you can only qualify or to receive this if someone recommended you. And alhamdulillah, your dean recommended you. Do you know about it? Your dean tell you?
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she told me. Then we sat together to write the recommendation. I mean, she asked for my my resume, my CV, all my past achievements.
So how much appreciate you to your dean? Actually, he's the one who actually started this rolling, right? So you can,
Yeah, she was very very good. I think for NAFA we have quite a lot of great teachers lah.
Right.
I think being NAFA also they get a lot of adjunct lecturers. So we get a lot of teachers like working in their own companies coming to teach.
Right.
So they got all this kind of experience and they bring it to us, to the students, and
That's a good
that's
thing, right?
really the blessing that we get over there lah.
So the award that you received, Belia Cemerlang daripada Mendaki, what is that award? If it's a bursary, right? Is it
It's a scholarship actually.
Sorry, it's a scholarship. How much is that, if you don't mind?
The amount?
Yeah. Berapa boleh kongsi, boleh share?
I should be able.
Berapa? Okay. First I want to know berapa banyak Mendaki kasih. Is it like only one?
Oh, Mendaki, there's so many things you can apply actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So this award, the Belia Cemerlang Award, it was previously known as the Go Chok Tong Youth Promise Award.
And now they have rename it to Belia.
Anugerah Belia Cemerlang. Yeah. So it's for aspiring Muslim youths.
Okay.
That are currently studying. There's awards for local studies and overseas studies.
Oh, so they give away one for those who going to study in Singapore, local?
Yes.
Local
unis
and then overseas you are there. So you get which one?
I got the local because I'm studying in NAFA over here. Yeah, but this also not just for unis also. So there were diploma kids. So I think across of Singapore, polytechnic kids.
Okay.
Kids from uni.
So boleh share berapa banyak dapat? Kalau tak keberat. Taklah, bukan nak kongsi lah kan. No, I just know because the reason why I ask is because education is expensive in Singapore. Whenever you got an opportunity like this, it is always helpful. Some other whichever walk of life you are in Singapore, this kind of bursaries or this kind of scholar really help a long way, to some family. So how much does this,
So the quantum for this award was actually 10K. Yeah.
So that is for what? Every year you got it? Or
No, so it's a lump sum of 10K for your entire duration of your studies lah. Mine's a 3-year course.
3 years course, so you got this 10 years. 10K ni pada 10K boleh cukup for your what course you taking right now? I mean, what are you taking?
Mine is a degree, a bachelor's degree in design practice.
What is that?
So design practice.
Sekarang macam-macam degree lo Apa design practice kau nak ambil degree ni semua? Design apa?
So like we are the world of designers now lah, designers everywhere, right? For myself, I'm specializing in 3D design, product design. So designing smaller objects like mics, all these products lah, product.
Okay.
But there's other things like marketing, visual design.
But you don't do?
We do. So for design practice, actually, it's a more holistic course. So your first year you specialize. So for me, I did product design. The second year you will learn different things. So you will learn things like service design, designing services.
So this is very specific to that part of the I would say the design thing. So it's not just about drawing design. Kau actually nak kena ambil degree nak belajar design.
Not so niche now because there's a lot of different aspects coming together. So once we graduate from this, actually we have a lot more opportunities to go into. So you can work at many different places because you have a whole bunch of different skills now.
You see, I'm not sure Bapak can agree with me. Kita dulu kalau kita belajar, orang tua eventually kita buat kita punya diploma, eventually orang tua kita akan tanya kau nak jadi apa sebenarnya, correct not? With your degree, with your diploma, kau nak jadi apa actually? So if you going to go into like that medical thing, okay lah, mana kau nak jadi doktor lah. Dia kata if you going to go into NIE, is it, or college, eventually you want to become teacher lah, correct not? So now with ITE that has been edified on a higher level, back then kita tak ada ITE. Kita VITB. And if you are in VITB, maaf saya cakap lah, if you are in VITB, you are considered condemned. You have not, your generation did not go through that. Any level of education after your diploma is a good path to move forward. Kita punya time is either poly or college. Kau masuk VITB, kau gone. And ini maaf saya cakap lah, but some fellows say VITB memang ni tak ada harapan, but not your generation. Alhamdulillah, Singapore have edified ITE to a different level right now. You can even I think they have courses for flying. To be a stewardess, they have courses for that, that kind of thing. So now you're talking about degree on designing that is so focused, that kind of thing. And where do you want to be? At the end of the day, tadi dia cakap dah habis ni kau banyak lagi aku boleh. Ya, kau nak pergi mana? Eventually kau nak jadi apa? Designer?
Actually, so for myself, I'm still I still love the more, how do I say it, hands-on. The hands-on aspect of designing lah.
Alright.
So in my first year I did product design, so I was really working with furniture in the workshop constantly. I was doing things like printing plastic materials, all this, to create actual objects from printers out of plastic, which is all like not new lah, not new technology, but
the 3D printing now is like
exactly. Yeah, so for myself, I really want to go towards that field of product design, but definitely I would have to start in smaller firms lah. So I was thinking to work my way up in maybe a design firm.
Like? Aku tak tahu design firm siapa ni. Do you know?
A few, but
like who? I mean, can we name some?
well, you can.
Is there a firm yang dia buat design dia produk itu?
Ada, of course.
To what I know, for example lah.
A lot of startups also.
Precisely, but to what I know, for example, macam Dyson, they design their own product, they redesign their product to make it their own. So you look at their product, memang lain daripada lain lah. Correct. Is this what you're talking about? Is that eventually the angle that you're going into?
Yeah, maybe if it's a large corporation like Dyson, they are quite focused on their own type of products. But the ones I'm talking about are more of independent studios where they get different clients from all over the place. So one of my lecturers is actually in charge of he's the owner of his own company. Then he designs for clients like Sennheiser, headphones, earpieces. He designs things for Samsung as well. All over the place lah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because sometimes when you buy products, right,
Right.
everything else the same, but what attracted you to one over the other?
Yeah, mostly is the aesthetic, the look of it, the design, the aesthetic that actually pull your caption. I mean, pull your attention first. Then you will go into, does they have this feature? Design nice, tapi mak ni dah sampai sini je, kind of thing. They don't have this, they don't have the capacity small. So yeah, design is. But I didn't see, I never see Singapore as the country that nurture this designer. Normally, maybe the countries that a lot of manufacturing, the country that a lot of, because Singapore, I don't. Is there a lot of opportunity in Singapore? Companies that
I guess
focus on this?
Companies in Singapore, there's a ton of in design companies, product design up till interior design, architecture firms also.
So you can go into there also?
Possibly, yes. Previously, I was studying architecture in Polytechnic.
Right.
Yeah, just that I chose to go off from that architecture into something more focused and niche like product design. Yes.
What? This is your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow or other you decided to focus on this.
Yes.
In which part of your life or have that make you, that stir you to this decision, this is what I want to do? Is this, have you made out memang ini aku nak buat, or it's still macam this is the direction, because at the end of the day after this there's a few more roads that I can go, there's a choice, or you know clearly this is what you want?
I feel like I know actually. It's from since young lah. I think my dad knows, my mom also knows. I was always the creative one in the family.
Yeah, that's what your dad was saying just now about your room and everything. But does he always be in support in that? Because
Of course. I think one of the things, okay lah, that's from my first year in poly. Okay, so after I graduated from secondary school in 2016, around there, Sec 4, then I went to poly. And then, of course, my parents thought I was going to be taking something design related, like architecture. Because they always said, like, oh, you're going to be an architect when you grow up.
you think he going to be an?
Yeah, I was hoping that he would be.
You're hoping, okay.
Yeah, like, they always thought I was going to be in the creative field. But then I took a different route. I went to business, tourism in poly. That was in my first year.
Then?
So this is something...
Does that surprise you? Does it surprise you?
Surprised me and also annoyed me too. I have until today.
Kau dah design daripada muda lagi.
Until today I have no idea why he chose that.
Precisely.
And against my advice, but I did not stop him. See, that's the thing about being a father.
Right.
You will never know what
kind of curveball your son gonna throw to you.
Yeah. And
Okay, wait, sorry, I need to stop that. So you think that because of his characteristic that he have shown growing up in designing and you think that he will go into that field, but he switched to tourism.
Yeah.
You doing that because you see that, or you do that because I think my dad want me to do this? No, I think I want to show him something else.
Definitely not. That one I was sort of trying to be independent. Maybe I was with my friends going through the different open houses. We get psychoed by all the different seniors. They tell you this course is so good, you know.
But the tourism is much more glamorous than designing. That's for sure.
It depends on lah. That was tourism management, so you are kind of the housekeeping. That kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, tourism in Singapore is always glamorous than designing. You know, you're always at the front, the hotels. Your dad is in the service industry flying, so of course, you know, and I'm not sure that your dad can agree with me. Before this COVID thingy, tourism in Singapore is an iron rice bowl.
Of course, yeah.
If you are in Singapore and you go into tourism, hotel, flying, airport, it's an iron rice bowl. Kau kerja confirm sampai bila-bila. But that COVID tell us different lah. right? And then you are lucky that you have passed your time, right? Yeah. So he does not influence anything that you change from tourism to
Definitely he influenced. I still kind of remember him telling me not to do it.
to do what the tourism?
Yeah, like he was like sort of one because he was quite out of the blue, even for me lah. Now that I think about it, like all the way I've just been designing, you know. Then even in secondary school I took DNT, which is design.
Designing, correct.
Yeah. Then out of a sudden this business comes in. I honestly I didn't even know it was a business course. I thought about tourism only. I didn't think about the management part. Then when I went into the course, I was starting to do economics. I was like, oh man, kepala dah pening.
This is not what I signed for.
Yeah, he wasted 1 year.
Yeah.
He wasted money.
But I allowed him to do it because
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the one responsible for.
Why don't you want to stop him there?
Because it has to be what he wants to be, not what I want him to be.
Yeah, but eventually you are right. He's wrong, and he wasted that 1 year.
He could be right and I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a
I was trying to make an independent decision also, you know, like growing up.
You know what's the best thing? The best thing was that his lecturer in that course, that tourism management course, was the one who told him, "You're in the wrong course."
Seriously,
Yeah.
seriously.
And the lecturer
How far are you in that course that the lecturer told you in the wrong course?
finished 1 year.
That
right?
was about halfway or a bit further halfway of that year.
Yeah.
And then we were having like those teacher-student consultations.
Right,
And then she was telling me like, I think you might be in the wrong course. But then to change, I still had to work hard. So I was still studying properly, trying to get my grades up for that. First year, then I transferred. I appealed. Then I went into architecture.
You realize you picked the wrong step. Your dad gave you the opportunity to chase your dream so far, so called lah, and nak pergi tourism lah, go lah. Even though you,
No, deep inside. That,
it's not him, but you allowed him.
yeah. Had it been my eldest or my
Second,
number 4 maybe or number 2, yeah, I would have said okay, correct. You know, I know. They are more what's the word for it? They are more that, you know, those kind of students lah.
okay.
But not Raihan.
He's different.
He's different.
So when he choose that, you still, walaupun you tahu naluri cakap ini bukan kau, but you still allowed him to do that.
No, well, it's not that I allowed him. I just don't want to stifle him. I don't want to
Yeah, I think
restrict him from, you know, chasing what he thinks is right. Because at the end of the day, I cannot make him do what I want him to be. He has to do what he wants to be.
Yeah, but even though you know that he about to choose or he chose the wrong one, it's not him.
It's just.
Is it hard on you to allow him to go on to do
I was disappointed. Yeah, I was disappointed. I was like quite annoyed. You know, so after the thing has been proven, so I was like, I told you, 1 year wasted. You know, and 1 year is not free. You know.
Of course, that's why I said it's not a calculated risk. You know, it's a risk that based on your heart and feel tourism.
But sometimes, you know, if myself, you know, from my past experiences, there would come a time when I lose interest in certain things. You know?
Okay.
So I well, through logical assumption that, you know, my boys can also experience the same thing. You know, at certain point in their life, they would lose interest in certain things.
Based
you know.
on
So
your
I-
character,
yeah.
based on your character,
Based on my experiences and my own lifestyle and all that.
So you think that you know, these 5 children that you have, somehow already they still have your genes.
Exactly. When I was in secondary school, I was a badminton player, right? I represented school. I was the FNN squad trainee and all that. But when I went to college, I
totally tak nak main.
tengok racket pun tak nak. Tengok badminton racket pun tak nak, you know.
But they would love you to play for the college.
Exactly, but I totally switched. I mean football, I mean rugby, whatever that I can play to get out of playing badminton. I don't know why. But I still love the game.
So that character, I believe some of your anak still have lah.
As human, I think everybody goes through the same, you know. So I thought that he was going through that, you know, that intersection.
That junction where you want. So how do you feel when your dad know that it's wrong, but your dad allow you to take?
Dad is always right, right?
At the time, you know, I think neither of us could say what was going to happen lah, because we didn't know it was the wrong decision actually. But the thing is that he kept an open mind about it, and he was always supportive.
How do you feel when he give 99 or I would say 100 reasons no, but then he still allow you to switch and do that? How do you feel? That part where he think he know you and you think you know you, but then he said no lah, that I know mine, what I want, no? So tourism is, and he allow you to do that. How do you feel?
Of course, very blessed. Of course, him keeping an open mind, supporting us no matter what we want to do. Also, he's gonna support us, you know. And then at the point where I wanted to change, of course, I told my mum first lah.
Cushion the impact.
Then I told my mum.
Of course.
And then I said to her, "Can you help me tell Ayah?"
So he did not tell him. You get your mom to tell him.
Just kidding lah. I think I told them at the same time together.
Are you sure?
Maybe one by one or together.
No. The truth.
The truth, of course. I told my mom first, and then I told my dad. Of course,
Your
she
mom
will.
cakap apa?
My mom.
Kan aku dah cakap.
My
tak.
mom. My mom, of course, she will support also.
No, but when you said, Mom, I think I made the wrong choice. I want to switch.
I'm sure she started laughing lah.
She laugh?
Yeah, I'm sure she started laughing, just saying like.
She always sees the lighter side in
Yeah,
life,
she was saying like, see, you should have chosen this from the start. Also, just like my dad. My dad said, yeah, my dad was like, see, I told you should have chosen this thing. Like.
When you eventually tell him, what his reaction?
He started to tell me how he really felt. See, I don't know why you chose that course. And then I was like, yes.
So you have to go through that period nak kena tahan layan lah.
I told you so period lah, yeah.
So you make wrong this and that. So bapak kau cakap nak kena dengar. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, of course, every father is different. If you're gonna ask my son, I'm telling you right now, you're blessed. If you're gonna ask my son, I'm gonna blast at him. No, seriously. That's the way I am. I'm very loud, especially in the family. I'm very loud. Sometimes orang boleh dengar macam aku bergaduh berbual. But actually, that's me. That's how I talk, you know. And I kalau marah, I marah. Because to me, yeah, it's just that. Maybe that's how I brought it up. So that's why I say you are blessed. I am not in that junction. For me, because to the point where sekarang education is too different. And of course, like what your dad say, we don't want to be the parent who going to say no to your future. So when my son nak buat this medical thing, like what I say, apa dia nak, go lah. Do. This is what you want? Okay, go. Alhamdulillah, still in that field. My second son also is doing some marketing and Alhamdulillah, when he's serving his NS, you know, he's into the medical, ambulance, what do you call it? Paramedic, you know. So he have his own avenue. Alhamdulillah, I'm not guilty. So I'm not left with my son. But if you're gonna ask my son, I will confirm terpekit seluruh man. But you have a dad who say okay.
Yeah, my dad is like that. He will not really the shouter kind. He will sit down and talk to you, explain logically, try to understand what you are feeling also.
He's the different one, huh?
No. I mean, I treat everybody the same.
No, of course you have to treat everybody the same, but you are the different one among your siblings.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think it's the atifati kind of.
Atifati.
You know the kind of thing. Orang seni ni dia memang lain. Orang seni naluri dia lain sikit.
You are the Atifati one.
Correct, the atifati one.
With
Right.
mood swings.
Okay, I
And
tell
you
you
get
what.
that from me.
You still have the character. You see, it's always like that. You know, there is always a bit of your dad in you.
Definitely.
Of course.
So it's like him 100%, right? It's a matter of how much of the 100% you have, and how much more the other brothers and siblings got it, though.
Correct.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. All right. Congratulations on your awards.
Thank you.
I think we stir a bit away. Actually aku nak tanya dia berapa dia dapat, apa pasal sekolah apa semua. Alas kita dah menyeleweng, you know. But alhamdulillah, we get to learn a bit more on that decision. Son tak nak dengar cakap bapa, you know, that kind of thing. But alhamdulillah, you know, everything goes fine. But your journey just started. So we're going to take a break right now. We're going to be back later, and we're going to know a bit more about how you guys work your things together, especially moving forward right now with your awards that you get, moving to a degree. It's another new chapter of your life, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to come back and talk that a bit more. Can? So we're gonna take a break sekejap. Kita berehat, nanti kita kembali lagi. Terima kasih. Selamat mendengar terus Bapak Kau Podcast. Terima kasih.